Historian Outside the Bible Confirming the Time of Jesus' Death by Thallus. Did you know there are ancient writings believed to be traced back before any of the Gospels were written and dated 50 to 52 AD? And later told by Thallus, an early historian, believed to be non-Christian validation, confirming what happened at the crucifixion of Jesus. Just as we are told happens in the Gospels of Mark 15:34 and Matthew 27:51. And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour, Mark 15:34.
At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook and the rocks split. The tombs broke open, and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs, and after Jesus' resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God."
Early Christian use of Thallus. The 9th century Christian chronologer George Syncellus cites Sextus Julius Africanus as writing in reference to the darkness mentioned in the Synoptic Gospels as occurring at the death of Jesus. Reference from Wikipedia, Julius Africanus' extant writings. He writes, "On the whole world there pressed a most fearful darkness, and the rocks were rent by an earthquake, and many places in Judea and other districts were thrown down. This darkness Thallus in the 3rd book of his history calls, as appears to me without reason, an eclipse of the sun." Africanus then goes on to point out that an eclipse cannot occur at Passover when the moon is full and therefore diametrically opposite the sun. Reference from Wikipedia, Wurst, Robert E. Van, 2000. Jesus Outside the New Testament, an Introduction to the Ancient Evidence. Surely no such event as this is recorded for a long period, but it was a darkness induced by God, because the Lord happened then to suffer. Reference Reasonable Faith. Please see link below to the main article.
From the 6th hour until the 9th hour, darkness came over all the land. About the 9th hour...
It is also interesting to know at the Garden Tomb, believed by many to be the site of Jesus' tomb, there is still an ancient split in the rock recording an earthquake.
The Bible speaks of an earthquake at the moment of Jesus' death, and Simon can be seen pointing at a large split in the rock.
But the Bible also says there was a violent earthquake. And interestingly enough, there is a large earthquake crack here in the rock face. Can you see that? Which could, of course, be evidence of that very earthquake.
Join us again as we look at more validations by historians confirming the Gospels outside the Bible.